Tonight, on the Brady list, we're going to expose a plot by the ALBION Police Department to solicit a criminal complaint to file a charge to make an arrest against me by Chief Mogul himself and Lieutenant Annabelle. So here we have the Village of Albion Police Department, and you know, it's really hard being an elf, but I know why they are discriminating against this guy. I think it might have something to do with, is there a comparison here? Yeah, I think so. But in any case, let's get started. We're going to listen to this video of Annabelle, me making a complaint about Officer Glagowski, who's also a school resource officer. This Officer Glagowski made an attempt on my safety, and I believe it was on my life as well. We're going to watch the video where I file a complaint with Mogul and Annabelle. And they went into business together. Policing for profit is very profitable in this capitalistic market. So, but in any case, let's get started. This is the same guy, Glagowski, I'm making a complaint about here at the Albion Police Department, where we're expected to believe there's no conflict of interest. Let's have a listen to Annabelle.
Okay. Now let me ask you something. When you make an arrest and somebody comes in here, you guys keep your sidearms on?
We do. Our policy is that we do until the point where you're fingerprinted, if you're ever fingerprinted.
So up until the fingerprint point, that's when you disarm?
That's where, yeah, if we're in that room over there fingerprinting, that's when, if they're in that room, that's what we do.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's where it probably would have happened then, huh?
Where what would happen?
He would have noticed the knife.
I mean, I don't know, I wasn't there yet.
I know, it's some scary shit, man.
It is, yeah.
It is, bro. What happens when you bring somebody in here all got knives on them, all hostile, then you uncuff them?
That'd be a dangerous situation, it could be.
And then they're supposed to have frisked them, called the officer safety pat frisk.
Yeah.
And then, so that's when they...
Yeah, the only time it would be a problem is if something, yeah, the officer had to explain why somebody got hurt.
But is there a separate room where they actually pull their firearm out? Is there an actual room?
I mean, we don't have a thing where it says you gotta go to a room and do that.
Where's your lockbox?
We're right over here. We secure it in here.
So he would go to where the lockbox is to secure his firearm.
Normally, yes, yes.
So if somebody would have came in who should have been cleared, who had knives and clipped on him,
yeah,
and the officer uncuffs him and he goes to disarm to do the pat frisk, and then he comes back with the key to the locker and to all your other shit you got locked up, don't you think that would be a concern to you?
Yeah, it would be.
Good, because I think it is something you should want to talk about.
I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, we'll look into it. Yeah.
If that's the case, you're not aware of it?
I mean, no. Yeah, you're just telling me.
So this is the first time you became aware of this?
Aware of what?
Wow. You have a very... So you just lost... You just lost concentration of what we were just talking about?
Wait, no. You need to tell me what you're talking about, and then I can tell you.
I just did.
You said this was the first time I'm aware of it. Aware of what?
You just lost train of thought. Aware of what?
Listen, Ken, if you have something you need...
You're not going to wiggle your way out of this. We were just talking about something very, very important, and this is how you're going to act? It's not a concern to you, is it?
It is a concern to me.
I can't tell.
You're telling me what the problem is. You're telling me that this happened with the officer? If you're just telling me right now, what? What are you eyeing me up for?
Excuse me?
Why are you eyeing me up and down?
Go ahead. Aren't you a sergeant?
Yes.
Where's your bars and rockers?
I don't have them on me.
Where's your name tag?
I don't have it on me.
You're out of uniform. Well, anyways, you can proceed. I answered your question. Go ahead. Proceed.
Proceed with yours. I have no more questions.
You were in mid...
You come in here all the time.
Is this
you ask questions, and then you talk about a million different things in between time, and you get back to the question. You circle the wagons, and then you want me to ask something, and then you tell me that I'm trying to...
Not at all.
Yes, you just did. You just did. What more can I help you with today?
I was just interested in...
This is the complaint. It's going to be handled appropriately. You can count on that.
How long does it take for a complaint to be taken care of?
I don't think we really have a set time.
Is it a week, 2 weeks, a month, 3 months?
Yeah, based on, I didn't even look at it yet, to tell you the truth. I just said I received it.
I'm really just surprised that you didn't hear about this. You're saying it's the first time you heard that your officer Glowski 3-4 times said he pat frisked me and that
Yeah, this is the first time.
put me in the backseat of his cruiser in handcuffs, saying he did and he didn't.
That's, and if that's right, we'll handle that. But like I said, yeah, I did not know about it.
That's terrible, man. Y'all should, well, you should be, and this is exactly why I'm gonna make a video about it, because you guys don't talk about this important shit. Meanwhile, some other shit goes down, and it all could have been prevented, all of it. Isn't that the bottom line here? The stupid shit should be prevented. Sure, it's it.
I mean,
You just don't seem very motivated about public concern here or about officer safety.
You say open-ended statements. Like that,
Open-ended
that
statements?
can mean a lot of things.
You don't seem very motivated to get involved.
What do you want me to do? What makes you? What do I need to
Look
do
at
to
you,
show
man.
I'm
Look at
motivated?
you. Just get involved. Get motivated. Your officer just created a very, very dangerous environment
I
situation.
mean, are you saying that you would have used weapons on them? I'm confused. I don't know what you're saying.
Don't put words in my
It
mouth.
wasn't
Remember how I didn't? Remember how I apologized for putting words in your mouth?
Dangerous.
Remember how I apologized for putting words in your mouth?
I didn't put words in your mouth. I'm asking you a question.
You just said.
I said, would you have used the weapons on him? That's my question. Why would that be? If it's only dangerous if somebody doesn't find a weapon on somebody, if that weapon gets used against people, correct?
You know, that's the way it should be, but I'll tell you how, since you asked, let me answer that question, sir. I think your officer did see it, and I think he meant to do me harm.
Well, let me look at
Hold
it.
on, let me finish. Let me
Did
finish.
he do harm?
Don't cut me off. Let me finish. Your officer seen it, and I looked him in his eyes, and I asked him several times in his face, you officer safety pat frisk me?
Well, anyways, Officer Glogowski, while acting in the capacity of police officer, arrested me, said he did a pat frisk while I had knives and all kinds of things on me. We get back to the police station, and he pulls out his firearm. You know, it's just, so I made a complaint. I'm here at the police station, make a complaint, and that's what happened with Annabelle when I filed the complaint against Officer Glogowski. Now, here's Chief Mogul. Enter Chief Mogul. So, Chief Mogul goes ahead and takes it upon himself to try to solicit a criminal complaint and a charge. I called Chief Mogul. Let's have a listen to that call. Bring you up to speed on the situation.
To move on with my life, and you went ahead and tried to complicate it, and even creating a criminal case against me in a solicitation.
There was no criminal case created against you, so one thing, I don't know what you're trying to give with this, but there was no criminal case against you. We checked your welfare, she was all set, and that was the end of it.
And by calling her up, you checked her welfare. You didn't drive over there, and you didn't forward it to domestic
No,
violence.
she said she was okay.
Right. Okay,
You
so
don't physically see her? Should we go see her in person?
I don't know, should you? That's your job. I just called up because I didn't want to
We
keep
called her,
going
she
through
said
it.
she was all set, nothing happened, so she was good.
Well, how do you know maybe I wasn't there in the room with her? Somebody else was in the room. Did you ask her to find a safe
I
place?
just talked to you, you said you were in Buffalo.
Wait, didn't you ask her to find a safe place before you went in on this? I don't know, whatever, Chief. I'm just disappointed and I can't see you believe in.
Well, I apologize for your disappointment.
Oh, don't apologize.
Sorry,
You'll be hearing about it.
Additional problems.
You'll hear about it. Thanks for taking my call, Chief.
All right.
So that was Chief Mogul. I called him up about some records to get a copy of a report so I could get into a program. And in any case, the chief went ahead, when I asked him about these records, to email the FOIL, the documents to me, and he did. But then he went ahead after I told him I needed this document about an incident because it's a problem. And he goes and he calls up the person and he talks to them to try to solicit a charge. And he talks, after talking to Mogul has Lieutenant Annabelle call her up, and here's the call. Let's have a listen.
Hi. Hey, we get a report into the office of a possible domestic involving you, so we're just checking to see if everything's fine. Yes, everything's fine. Okay, so you're not hurt in any way, you don't need medical, or, do you want to report anything to us? No. Okay, so that's the only reason I called you, okay? Alright, thank you. Alright, thank you. Get James on the ANNABELLA, please, sorry. Fine. Hey, we get a report into the office of a possible domestic involving you, so we're just checking to see if everything's fine. Yes, everything's fine. Okay, so you're not hurt in any way, you don't need medical, or, do you want to report anything to us? No. Anything to us? No. Do you want to report anything to us? No. Medical, or, do you want to report anything to us? No.
So that's how APD gives it up, and that's why he doesn't wear his sergeant bars and rockers or name tag, because he knows he's about to be promoted to lieutenant. So they got caught conspiring. I made a complaint to MOGLE about Goglowski here, his business partner, co-worker, / etc., who knows what. And then I made a complaint to the ALBION Police Department here. And we talked about what happened with Annabelle saying he pat frisked me. He didn't. I had a buck knife clipped to my waist. And I'm an activist. So it would have been a win-win situation for ALBION PD. So when I called up for these records, Chief Mogle took it upon himself to communicate with Lieutenant Annabelle to conspire to call this person up and to ask them about a domestic that nobody knew about except me and the person. And then, creates a very dangerous environment and doesn't even ask the person who he's talking to, who Annabelle's talking to, if they're safe, if they can talk, if they're in a room by themselves, is anybody around. And these tactics are crap, but it's all a win-win situation at APD. They don't like me, and here they have an opportunity to get a complaint, an arrest. So they solicit, they call, they sit on their butts, they harass us. They don't like what we do. It's hard being an elf. It's really, really tough. It's a hard job these days. But it's what we do. And I understand why they would discriminate. I see the comparison. In any case, have a great day. Thanks for watching. APD, you suck. You flunk. Terrible tactics. And if this has happened to you, if anybody at the APD has gone through this with the police soliciting charges, communicate with me. Contact me. It's going to stop. We're all going to work together, and we're going to, expose it for what it is. Your plan didn't work, Chief. Annabelle, shame on you, man. Shame on you. Code of ethics, whatever. You'll be reading about it. Take care. Bye for now.